He once told me I was fighting for her approval, for her to tell me she was proud or happy, but she never would, so I stayed angry. Explain that to me.
When she always telling you you're gonna lose, or you're not good enough, or you're gonna get your ass kicked, or things like that, it's like, okay. When I win this tournament, she gonna say congratulations, or good job, or I'm proud of you. But it never happened.
Look at Bud Crawford. His mama neglected him, went against him, called him ugly. Can't nobody beat you, whoop you. His whole fight been about proving can't nobody whoop me off his mama's motivation. Mama motivation is what's destroying us. Because if mama make us feel like it's all right, we'll crash out. Mama say go kill them niggas, you'll be in trouble. And that's what's happening. That's why I give my son and my brother them kind of mamas is the problem.
Running the neighborhood.
What did you say when he was born?
I remember he came out with his hands balled up. Son, the son I wanted. His dad said we got $1 million baby boy.
My dad used to tell my mom I was gonna be a world champ.
I told him we wouldn't be
The shit stopped with me. I'm the last in my family. There will be no more going forward. I'm the last. It all stopped right here. I'm breaking the soul. I'm cutting the curve. I intentionally had biracial children. For one, I didn't want the problem you. So I've been able to have full access and control of my legacy by not having full black children. I ain't never heard, these are my kids. You can't, no, I got say so. And from naming them to everything.
If Bud was around the corner fight, somebody gonna come and tell me, I'll go around and get him, snatch him up, and bring him home. And he know what time it was.
He got whooping.
He sure did.
What kind of whooping?
An ass whooping with a belt.
Most violent kids are like their mothers. They're not like their fathers. Because very few little boys, when you look at their violent history, aren't abused by men, they're abused by women. Mothers who beat them. Most of the time, when mama is frustrated, and I've said this before, that's when you get the most whoopings. Mama whoop you out of emotion, she don't whoop you out of principle.
What came first, the mean or the talent?
I think the mean came first. When I first started boxing, I just could fight. I couldn't box. All my coaches was like, he got heart. He ain't scared of nothing, he can fight. That's when they started teaching me technique and the art of boxing.
A good deal of what you remember of your childhood was you getting whooped all the time by your mom.
And I was getting kicked out of school and doing bad things. I think getting whooped, that just made me immune to pain.
Explain that to me.
Well, I was always getting in trouble. So I was always getting a whooping for something. So at a point in time, it just became numb to me.
My issue with the whole situation is that these ladies over and over again make excuses for women who behave like this. They'll say, oh, she was doing it all by herself. Oh, it was tough. And she must have had a tough upbringing. She couldn't show him love. But could you just imagine if the shoe was on the other foot, if a man actually did this behavior, if a child went his whole life without a man actually saying, I love you, oh, the sisterhood would be up in arms. They would say this is toxic masculinity. This is why so many people self-delete themselves, and it's always going to be a man's fault. But you notice, not one of them has come and said those things about this lady. The harshest it's become is that she was overbearing and out of bounds. Double standards, anyone?
What he remembers is all those years wanting for you to say,
I love you.
yes.
Yep. Yes.
And you didn't do it.
Nope.
But the simple fact of the matter is that most abuse happens at the hands of women. Most deletions of children happen at the hands of women. Most violence for two children happen at the hands of women. And yes, I know the sisterhood doesn't want to accept that. And if they do accept it, they want to make up an excuse. But the bottom line is this, just like you would say with any man who was being violent, with any man who was being overbearing, with any man who didn't have control of himself, the environment is no excuse to what you're doing, because at one point you have to take accountability for your own actions. You dig?
Today, a mother charged with child abuse after police say that she left her 3-year-old daughter with more than a dozen fractures. That suspect facing a judge today. Local 10's Roy Ramos live in Homestead with this crime alert today. Roy.
If you are a parent and you are hearing of these allegations, it is flat out upsetting. This 3-year-old girl abused, police say, at the hands of her own mother.
Stacy, let me tell you, the details in her arrest report are truly heartbreaking. The medical examiner said that her 5-month-old son only weighed about 7 pounds. Gowan is facing charges in connection to the death of her own baby. On December 11th, first responders were called out to her apartment complex on the north side about an unresponsive infant. The baby was taken to the hospital, but did not survive.
Wanting for you to say,
I love you.
yes, didn't do it.
Nope. I grew up not liking the word. Why? I don't know. Never liked the hugs growing up as a kid. I never liked nobody to kiss me growing up as a kid, and it just grew with me as I got older.
Black women. I'm going straight to the source. But a black woman, a black doctor, Stacey Patton, she made this comment, or she made this tweet. And it says, "It took me a while, but I finally have micro data folks have been asking me for on black child abuse fatalities in America. You'll see data covering years 2015 through 2020. There are total fatalities for each year, a breakdown of victims by sex, and data on the perpetrators by sex." So let's see. Here's the stats. You see it right here. And I'm just going to read this headline right here. In the black community, women abuse children more than men, and black boys are victimized more than black girls.
Telling them, oh, you're never going to amount to anything. Did you really believe it?
Some things that I said to him, I wanted him to be a man. And don't be afraid of nobody.
That's a hard lesson to learn, you're 12, 13.
Yeah, but he had to learn it. I paid the kids, I said, if y'all can whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Could none whoop him.
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 to anyone who can kick my son's.
Yeah. Yep.
And a lot of takers.
Yeah, the kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop them.
What did he tell you then?
He told you, Mom, I told you I'm the best.
Hangers! What's wire hangers doing in this closet when I told you no wire hangers ever?
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. The great American fallacy is that women are made of sugar and spice and everything nice, and that men, indeed, men have to be at fault whenever something is going wrong in a relationship. You see, if a man leaves, then of course he was weak. He wasn't strong enough to deal with a woman. But what if this woman is like Bud Crawford's mother? You see, she never liked to be kissed, never liked to be touched, couldn't express her love to anyone. The only thing that this man needed to do was never be involved with her and move on along.
Your father left at the age of 5?
Yeah, he was 4 or 5. He was in the Air Force, and he was a medic in the Air Force, and he was
Wow.
My mother said, I just wanted to know. I remember him, and my mother said, what you looking for him for? You know, because they be mad, but my mother really ran him off. Man, she was a monster, man, you know?
But I digress, because a lot of people make stupid mistakes, and when you make that mistake, this mistake can wind up lasting you for an entire lifetime. So now you're gone, and your child is sitting here with the evil woman who is abusive, who is doing things to the person, ruining their psyche. But of course, the sisterhood of traveling blah, blah, blah will always want to make excuses for her. And what did they say? Well, let me tell you a couple of comments. She is passing on her generational trauma, or something to that nature. Well, let's really think about that. If it was a man doing that, will we have this compassion? Of course not. And they wind up leaving their child behind because the criminal family court system is not going to award them to you unless you have a lot of money. And this is to also shoot down the misnomer that the majority of men fight for their children actually get them. Well, the majority of men can't afford to fight for their children, because we all know that attorney's fees are sky high and an average citizen makes about $50,000 a year. But of course, these facts mean nothing when the statistics tell you exactly what you want to hear. You dig?
Like, it is a statistical fact that single mother-headed households produce the worst product. And if you just want to talk about the imprisonment statistic, when they do polls in prisons, or they go through and You grew up with both parents. You grew up with both. Majority, 75 to 90% of men, black men locked up. I can even say in general, the population locked up, they came from single mother-headed households. So here we go. You want to complain about the dating pool and how there are not enough black men, you know, in ratio to women. But then you don't want to do anything about the problem or the root of what's helping route them to be locked up. They need male influence.
And I want to really address this lie that all of these women say in the comment section that we are always blaming the parent that stayed. Why do we blame the parent that stayed? Oh my goodness, what happened to the parent that stayed? Well, let's really take this logically. If proof and evidence show that it's better for a child to be with either both parents or the father by himself, then why the hell, if you're so worried about the child, don't these mothers who stayed make sure that they have babies with somebody reputable and give that baby to the father when they break up? Because they are not concerned about what's best for the child. A woman will destroy somebody for her own emotions. We've seen it 1,000 times before. And that's why Bruce came to that realization that his mother actually drove his father away, because he knows the kind of monster his mother is. Listen, I'm not saying that every woman's horrible out there, but what I'm saying is that the truth is the truth, and the statistics show that kids are better off with the father. Then you can't deprive a child from his father, then turn around and say all of the men that you raised that are in the dating pool are horrible. This is the results of your own actions. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And sometimes it takes somebody else to pull a sleep from your eyes so you can actually see what's going on right now. If you want it to be better, you have two options: either give the child to the father or find somebody reputable and stay with them. Because abuse at the hands of the mother is not abnormal. It's not a statistic anomaly. When it comes to abuse, it's the rule. And you know what? Ain't nobody playing about this. You dig?
My mother told the entire family, including my siblings, that I died in the hospital when I was born. And she went on to live her life for decades with that secret. And she was going to die with it.
What I like now is that I'm taking my time for the next 3 to 4 years.
You got Jacob. You're going to Florida. Who just got up and left there? And to your right, who got up and left? And why did she walk out and leave?
I don't know. I don't know exactly why she walked out, but yeah.
Angry all the time, man, with mama. But when you look at his anger, it's rooted back from mama's frustration. Get y'all goddamn ass up, sit down, because she's frustrated with no man. So his frustration is his mother's frustration when he come to school. Yeah, he missed daddy, but he ain't angry about daddy today. He angry because mama hit him upside the head, told him, get your ugly ass on the bus.
It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't nothing but a belt or something.
First time it hurt though.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
And at some point, the whooping stopped.
Yeah, I wasn't having all that.
When you look at Jeffrey Dahmer, go look at them mamas. Some of the most hard-looking chicks in the streets come from that hood mama. FBG Duck, King, them hood mama be them heartless street mama who be with the help them sell dope, let them hide them to be the danger. Look at Bud Crawford. His mama neglected him, went against him, called him ugly. Can't nobody beat you, whoop you. His whole fight been about proving can't nobody whoop me off his mama's motivation.
He was 13 when he said, Mom, you're not gonna whoop me no more. He took the belt from me.
I grabbed the belt and told her, you ain't about to hit me no more. All that's out the window, I ain't getting whooped no more.
Did that change you?
No, I think I got more respect, you know, from my mom.
Mama motivation is what's destroying.
Thank you for watching the TIP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness.